Welcome to the Foxes Den. This is Crystal the Foxy Colorist, and guess what was just delivered by Amazon? Wonderful Wildflowers. Let's color my favorite page in this book together. You ready? Let's go. All right. So I have done some coloring already on my favorite page in this book. And of course, when I saw the fox, I was like, she heard me. Yes, she heard me. Yeah, right. But anyhow, this is going to be the first page I am going to color in this book. And I really haven't flipped through the whole book. Once I got to this page, I just stopped and started coloring. And I was like, oh, let me turn the camera on. But I will say this: so far in the pages that I have flipped through, um, I like this one. I like it a little bit better. Let me just say that because some of them are just overwhelming to me. And I love to color flowers, but looking at 10 million of them on one page is, yeah, it's just something about that. But anyhow, I was like, okay, so let's come up with some lilac and blue combinations for this fox. And then we're going to make the outside of him like a lighter color brown. Let's just have some fun with this. Let's just color with our, colored pencils the way we used to do before we started basing everything. And, let's just have a good time with this. Yes. So it is November 2025. Welcome to the Foxes Den. If this is your first time stopping by, hey, I love to color flowers, but I struggle with um, Johanna's books. I just do. Um, it just seems to be, I don't know, it's just something about it. But anyway, we're gonna get past that. So I put an order in for this, like really early, and I had forgotten about it. Isn't that crazy? But I was like, oh, it's delivered. Okay, let me flip through it. But yes, thank you for stopping by. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. Who used to watch that? Welcome back, Carter, back in the day. Man, that's when like at 8 o'clock, everybody had finished eating dinner and you were glued in front of the TV because, your favorite sitcom was gonna come on. I think these days, um, more kids look at streaming, and y'all help me out if I'm wrong. Streaming's in. I couldn't even tell you. Like back in the day, I could tell you what shows came on NBC, ABC, CBS, and mind you, we ain't have but 3 or 4 channels now, okay? All these millions of channels that they have now and cartoons are always on. Boy, I tell you, kids have it great. I sound old, don't I? Yay for being old. Okay. The other alternative is not as attractive. Yes, go ahead. And y'all look at the lashes. I love lashes. I ain't gonna say that. I love lashes. I was about to say something. But yes. I was like, look at this fly fox sitting here chilling. I love it. And it's something about blue and like light purple that I really like those colors together or just to see them near each other. Now, mind you, man, I found Mr. Eyeballs. I used to have Mr. Eyeballs when I first started my channel, and he got hidden away somewhere, and I found him. But I need my camera. I spilled a whole cup of water, guys. I was so excited. That's a lie. I was so panicked. I spilled a whole cup of water on my desk, so I had to change everything around. And the mat that I wanted to use isn't available, so I need Mr. Eyeballs to give my camera something to focus on. But have you gotten this book? Which of Johanna's books? I always want to say Joanna. Okay, Crystal. Okay, y'all. I can't sing. But that don't stop me. Love you, but it's Johanna, right? Let me look. Yeah, there's a H. Basford. Yes. Which one of her books is your favorite? I don't have one. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't have a favorite, but I would love to hear yours. I would love to hear your favorite. I bet you some people have already finished about 20 pages in this book already. I bet that. Hmm. So now it looks like I'm putting all the purple on this side and the blue on this side, don't it? I said, not only does it look like that, you are, okay? You are. There we go. So I recently came back here lately, guys. The Foxes then just been on the road, but I went to Virginia Beach for a party, and man, y'all know I had to try to learn every line dance there is, expeditiously. So I was in the room just to practicing. It's like I knew most of them, but when you don't do it often, you lose it. So yeah, when music come on, I'm on the floor, and I'm a quick study too. Like dances, I could pick up really quickly. All right, I'm liking that. So now we need to put some more lilac on that side of the room. But yeah, there was fun. There was fun to be had. There was. So this upcoming weekend, and this is the first week. Is it the first weekend? This will be the first weekend in November 2025. I'm actually going on like a crafters retreat. And we all know what my craft is, coloring. So I'm super excited about it. I made a list of the supplies I'm going to take. And I'm like, Chris, don't try to take everything. Do not try to take everything. Don't try to take the whole den with you, okay? Only take the, certain things. So I wrote it down so I could be focused and not try to take every single supply that I have because I will. I will. So as far as my pencils are concerned, I'm going to take my Prismacolor pencils and my Pablo pencils. But then I'm taking my ink tints and like those ink pens that I just recently got. I'm going to take those too because I want to get more practicing with those. And I just love the bold color um, that they create. So I am going to take those items. So I'm going to be coloring all weekend. I'm going to get caught up on some buddy colors. I am because I'm so behind. I've been doing a lot of things. Look at that. See, that looks great together to me. Let me say that. That does. And this fox is chilling. I can't wait to emphasize the lashes, y'all. Yes. I can't wait to emphasize those. But yes, it was a black and white party. So and, you had to be dressed up. And mind you, my standard uniform is black leggings and a black wife beater. Period. T-shirt for those of you who've never heard of a wife beater. A black t-shirt. Black leggings and a black tank top. That's my standard uniform because I work from home. And yeah, so I got this awesome long dress from Amazon, and I know everybody's like, "Well, where's the picture?" And I was twirling around so much, y'all. I didn't take. Yeah, there's no full length picture of me in it, but it was such a beautiful dress. I was so surprised. I have to go and leave them a great review because the material was absolutely wonderful. It really was. But and mind you, I took the dress out the bag like maybe 30 to 45 minutes before the party because all that, oh, let me press it out. I'm beyond that. Mm-mm. But trust me, after I finished whirling around, there were no wrinkles. No one saw anything. No one did. But I love wearing dresses. I'm one of those. I'm one of those girls. I am. All right. So look at that. So we're going to add just a little bit of light blue just in front of, where's that cloud blue? That cloud light blue. Now, I think I told y'all I broke down and got the 150 set of Prismacolor pencils because I got tired and sick and tired of every time somebody would have like a color combo. Why would I would never have that particular color. I'm like, why am I always missing one? Even though I try to build the set based on, like buying individual pencils, I would always be missing one. So now I'm not. So who knew they had kelp green? I didn't know that. And what else? Pale sage. I I ain't know they had pale sage. So so many colors that I did not have as part of my set, but I tried to purchase it. and I just wasn't able to get them all. So now anytime anybody got some color combinations, I'm going to have them. I am. But anyway, back to the party. So, okay, who does line dances? And when I say line dances, those dances where like if the song come on, like the Cuban shuffle, wobble wobble, songs like that. Anyhow, the easiest one to learn is that boots on the ground one. The hardest one to learn is the Tamia one. You talking about your legs getting twisted up in a pretzel. You really gotta know what you're doing. You do that to me, the Tamia line dance. And if you're not one of the people that's dancing, I know you one of the people that's looking. Talk about okay, they need to sit down because they messing up the whole group. My whole thing is this: even if you don't know the dance, as long as you turn when everybody else turns, if you move to the left when everybody else moves to the left, hey, you in there. It's the people who be moving in the wrong direction and then bump into the whole family and knock everybody down that's a problem. And that used to be me, but it's not anymore. So, but no, it is. It's fun and it's a great way to exercise because a lot of times I'll practice those dances doing my so-called um workout time, and I'll be good and worked out. All right, my little fox, she is coming together, and we already know what her name is, Foxy. Period. Period. But yes, that was fun. It was. And what is some dance called a Jerusalem something? Now that one right there, yeah. The jury's still out on that one. Okay, this looks like cauliflower to me. Anybody else? Cauliflower? That looks like cauliflower. It does. All right. So I have these two colors right here. I think I'm gonna do like a little a color palette. Google. I do that all the time. Like if I have two colors and I basically colored myself in the corner with these two colors. I'm like, oh, I want to add something else. Then I'll go to Google and be like, okay, give me a color palette that includes these two colors and see what it gives me and if I like it or not. Yes. All right. So I'm adding aqua, marine, and what is this? Blue. It's probably light aqua into the mix along with this what is color is this is mulberry and processed red. So I went in and made these little, I was gonna say cherries, but these little berry looking things, this mulberry color. And I was gonna do this aqua, but because now that's gonna be too close in regards to color, so let me just put this color right here. I'm not going to put the little aqua or anything like that because that's already in the blue family. At least, well, blue family, second cousin on the father's side, in my opinion. Okay. It might not, the colors ain't going to pop. Hello. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. Do forgive. Do forgive. I'm always trying to avoid putting colors together that don't add a lot of, contrast. And then I'm just like, oh, why does it look so dulls because you have no contrast. Okay, you have no contrast. So I thought if I put that, the aqua here, it's not going to give it a lot of contrast. So that's why I'm going to go with the mulberry and processed red right here. Those are my thoughts. Let's see what happens. Every day is a learning process in regards to. Oh Lord, I done went into the blue. That is not the background this time, y'all. Ooh, a learning process, but it's fun. All right. So how many coloring books has anyone completed this year? I am so close. It's just a goal of mine. Of course I color for, pleasure, but it would be a nice, out of all these 200 coloring books I have in a den, to finish at least one more of them. I have finished one coloring book. But no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. All right, so now I'm going to, I think this will look good because I want it to be a little bit lighter on the outside. Let me let me bring in this color right. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I didn't a lot of times, especially when I color these pages right here, like I feel like I'm always trying to like plan it out. And I'm like, you know what? Just have a bungee jump moment on this crystal. Don't overthink it. Bungee jump. Whee! But the cord is tied, okay? Not be too adventurous. All right, I see a little bit of pop, a little bit. We color a little bit lighter now. But a little bit lighter now. I find myself pressing down a little bit too hard for Prismacolors, and we all know that how rich the colors are. More can come out than you want, but again, that's why we have our handy dandy what? Eraser. All right, a little bit of lilac. All right. I'm not, I think that looks okay. I'm gonna get a my burnisher and burnish these colors a little bit more. This is looking really thick. I might erase some of that, but I'm not upset with that. Now I'm gonna take this handy dandy broccoli and I'm calling it broccoli and maybe something else, but I'm calling it broccoli. And I'm gonna put that aqua color here, that light aqua. I'm gonna put it right here. And I mean cauliflower. Something about it just reminds me of cauliflower. Anybody else? Is it just me? It might just be me. I thought it was me. I thought it was me that make these crowns this way. I thought it was me. Come to find out, I color each and every day. I thought it was me. All right. Hmm. I'm sitting there thinking because I really don't want to use green. I feel like I use green all the time. Am I the only one that feels that way? Green is like I'm always on the scene. So let me just go on the outside with this. And I'm going to use my pan pastels to do the background in this one. Yes. All that. And normally that makes me, I don't like all that background that I'm seeing, but watch me work. Watch me work. Work, work. I'm a pan pastel it. Trying to have it light in the middle and dark on the outside. Let's see. Let's see. One of the books that I bought it because if you watch my videos, I'm trying to like complete my collection of Johanna's books because I don't have them all, but I might be getting close to having them all. But I want to look at the book like Rooms of Wonder. I think I might like that one. I think. So I want to look at coloring in that one. And then the I want to say Jungle, but that's not it. Oh gosh, somebody help me out. I can see it in my mind. But that's another one. I just, I flipped through it briefly and I think I like it. Boy, I think I like it. Boy, I think they like it. Yes, I think I like that one. All right, well, anyhow, let me tell y'all, when I went to Virginia Beach, do you know people were out in the water? Now, mind you, it could have been warm outside, but okay, November 2025, the water temperature is cold. Ooh-wee, it would have shocked my soul. Okay, forget my heart, my soul, y'all. I watched them from the balcony and was like, "Ooh, look at them." Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm. I wasn't gonna come back here and be hacking. So no, but they look like they were having a great time, and that's all all that matters. Like I said, life's short. Put your hands in the air and say, "What? Wee!" That's my motto. One of them. Yes. Put your hands in the air and go wee, y'all. And my quest to be different. I hope I'm not being too different. Okay, so as I look from over here, I like the way this cluster looks over here. So I definitely need to work more of these colors over here. And I need to have some white uh, in here. This is colored too thoroughly, meaning that, yeah, I need some white space in that. I will say this, since I've been coloring, I can like look at my page and see into it like, okay, no, I would like it to look like this. When you're coloring a page or when you first see a page, do you immediately think, okay, this is how I would like the page to look? Or are you like, whatever happens happens? Matter of fact, I might not even finish this, so who knows what it's gonna look like. Y'all let me know in the comments. All right. So I actually finished coloring Foxy. I did. I tried to even out the colors, like the blue and the pinkish or magenta, raspberry, and purple blue. So I tried to make it even on both sides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to color in like the fox. I am. So I think what I picked initially for coloring, what is it? Oh, light umber, a little light umber. So starting with the tail, yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the tail being a light umber. And I'm just gonna go around the outside because of course this is gonna take some time because what's it, all the little kibbles and bits that I gotta go around. So let me just start really light. Y'all see I was being heavy handed. But I do like the way the initial colors turned out on Miss Foxy. What's up, Fox? How you doing? I also want to mix with this the light umber, a little bit of henna. I mean burnt, y'all know that word. A little bit of burnt oud. I want to mix it together. Let's see what happens. Oh, I think I like that color. Oh, I think they like me. Oh, I think they like. I like that. All right. So you guys can see where I'm going with this, right? Slightly coloring it around. And yes, so this is my first page in this new book. It's my favorite page because it's a fox, period. What's your favorite page in this book? Gosh, let me know. I need to put page numbers on the page. So if you're like, it's the 10th page, I will have counted it. I will have counted it out and I'll know. Or at least describe the page to me if you have the book. Are you going to get this book or are you like, you know what? I'm done. I have enough of her books. I think the pages all look the same. So let me finish these before I get another one. Let me know in the comments. I'm interested. I'm nosy. I do like these colors together. I will say that. Again, I started off with the lilac and light blue. And then I went to Google and told it to show me a color palette. And just based on the different color palettes I saw, that's why I pulled in the aqua and the mulberry. Mulberry. I always want to say raspberry. I like this. Is this the henna one? Let me see. No, this is the burnt. I like that henna color too. I'm gonna work that in too. I want to mix all three of those colors together as I go around the outside of the fox. And then I'm gonna make her face lighter. And then y'all know I gotta go in and make those lashes what? Pippity pippity pop. All right. Okay, so let me get the henna. I want y'all to see. Just want to mix several colors together. So it just doesn't look the same all the way. This is a fashionable fox. So she's just not going to be like one color brown. We're going to mix it up. All right. So you see where I'm going with with this around the whole fox. I know y'all don't need to watch me color that all the way around, but you will see the final result. But then for her facial features, I'm going to use these I'm thinking about using like here, right here, like these lighter colors, but I'll probably mix them with one of the browns. That's what I'll do. I'll probably do that. And where I know that it'll, contrast more, maybe pop more, that's where I may use the darker color all alone by itself. So tell me this, I just had a thought. Like for a page like this, I do have that, you know how you can cover up items and then do the background and then peel a little gum off? But I probably wouldn't. Would you do that for something like this? Because now I'm having to like I said, kibble and bits all around everything, which can be a bit challenging, and time consuming. But how would you handle it? Would you do it the same way, or would you like take that? I forgot, what do you call that stuff? And I have it right here. Okay, Crystal, don't worry about it. But you can cover up like certain items and then lay down your color however you choose, and then come back and remove like the gummy, surface. I really need to use that again. I had mistaken some glue one time for that because the colors are just alike. But yeah, that didn't come out well. All right, so y'all see where I'm going with it? I'm really like, so let me mix a little bit of colors over here. Okay, so when I come back, that will have been filled in, but we're gonna work on her face. All right? All right, so here we go with my little foxy fox. I filled it in. I actually like the way the blue, let me look through the camera. Yeah, it's kind of popping off of there. It's popping. It is. It is. I like that. I really do. I'm very proud because normally when I color pages and Johanna's book, they, oh Lord, looking like whathappened.com. So I had initially wanted to, I think this is going to be too light. I initially wanted to color like this part right here, this lighter color. Well, let's go ahead and start because it's better to have it too light than too dark. I've learned that. Things I've learned when coloring. Put this here. That looks great though. It does. I'm thinking. All right, let me. It's so funny because one thing that I need to remember is, especially like if I'm using Prismacolors, even if you don't, color in everything totally, you can always take your blender and blend over spots that aren't colored in. I always seem to forget that. Yes. So I ended up using my blender, my colorless blender to blend that around. So let's look at this. Okay, I'm not upset about that. I like that. I do. But I need to tie it in. So I had this one right here. And I'm thinking this one is going to be a little bit too yellow. So let's see. Might be a little bit too yellow. All right, somehow I need to lighten this brown up and like fade into it. It needs to fade in because right now it's like a hard stop, not fading into anything. It's just like a hard stop. Kind of reminds me of when I am doing a video and there's music and I like to kind of fade it out. That still might be a little bit too dark, but let's see. Because we can't have the lashes have to be lashing now. Okay. Crystal, that's upside down. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm just gonna add some of the brown to where the yellow is too. Looks more like mustard than yellow. Mustard! And what okay, y'all. Sometimes I just kind of go off on a tangent. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now, what am I gonna do about the bottom part down there? Well, let's not look at that until we get this done. Okay. I don't know what to do about that. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm happy and surprised. I think I need to blend it a little bit more with this color right here, but I think that's all right. It's all right. Have a good time. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. All right. Okay. Where's my? At first, I was thinking on white pencil, but then that can get kind of smeary looking. So let's try this. Our colorless blender. I don't know if I have enough color down for it to even do this. I might not. Ugh. Okay, where's the white? Let's give the white a go. That's like a gray, but I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, why I can't find it? I might have to do it. I just know how sometimes it can start looking cloudy, and we're not trying to have sunshine on a cloudy day with my fox. We're not trying to do that. All right, so I am actually going to color this part of his ear, of her ear. I'm just going to put a little bit of, just a little bit in there. Let's see, I colored it. And I really feel like these two need to contrast, but I'm not really sure. But I know I do want to go light. You would definitely want to go light. Let me go with the henna. Okay, even though that's kind of, is this henna? No, it's not. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, so I'm going to try to color really, really light. Just in case it look crazy, I can erase it. It doesn't look crazy, y'all. Yippee! Okay. That might look okay. All right now. Now I'm scared to like really like blend it down hard because I don't want like the little dots and everything to totally disappear. But of course I can put them the dots back in. That was my phone. You forgive. Okay, funny thing happened to me. So somebody gonna call me on the phone, and I can't even believe I picked up. Okay, but they were like asking to speak to this person, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you have the incorrect number. Well, do you know anybody by that name? Boo boo, who did you call? You at y'all? I had to hang up because I was about to get on one. How you gonna call my phone? Okay, I'm supposed to be coloring, and then ask me, do I know anybody by that name? I'm sorry. I was like, excuse me, are you fishing? Girl, I'm like, okay, it's a scammer. It's a scammer. Do I know anybody by that name? Do you know anybody by that name? You call me. Well, you call my number. Y'all don't pick up when you don't know the number. Don't do it. Golden rule. Don't do it. When I'm on call, I got to pick up all the numbers though. All right, so we're gonna give her this little Little dark nose right here. This was very fun to color. I have never said that about coloring one of these. This was fun to color. Yes, it's a fox in the building, chilling in the den. Now, should I color these black? Well, if I shouldn't, it's too late now, huh? I like that. So I am going to pick a color from my pan pastels to do the background. And you know what? My favorite page in Johanna's new book will be complete. All right, so here we have it. My favorite page in Wonderful Wildflowers is of a foxy fox. Yes. And I actually used all colored pencils, Prismacolors. Yes, I did. Because y'all know I'm trying to base everything and only add highlights. But I was like, let me go back to my roots. Let me take it back, way back to when I first started coloring. And then, of course, I use my wonderful pan pastels. I tried to use the greens, this light one. I use this trio right here. I like the way it came out. This is more like a blue green, but I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Well, do you have this book yet? What is your favorite page if you do have it? Do you have pan pastels? Do you still do you base things and then add in like, details, or do you just color straight color pencils? Just things, questions that I just want to ask to anyone out there. Anyone out there. I'm just playing. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by the Fox's Den. I hope you are enjoying this new book. I actually like it. Mm-mm. All right, then. Until next time, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like. Like I always say, you just got to keep trying these books until you find the one that you like and keep it foxy. Peace. Say bye, Fox. Wake up. Wake up.